In nature, some of the most powerful organisms are also the smallest. They grow silently. They spread relentlessly. And when humans realize their potential, it is often already too late to control them. Today, we explore one such organism. A plant so nutritious it rivals meat, so fast-growing it can double in days, and so resilient that once established, it is nearly impossible to destroy. In some countries, it is restricted. In others, it is illegal to introduce. And almost everywhere, it has been quietly ignored. This is the story of Azolla, the free protein crop nature tried to give us. What exactly is Azolla? Azolla is not algae. It is not moss. It is a tiny floating aquatic fern, found naturally in freshwater ponds, lakes, canals, and rice paddies. At first glance, it looks insignificant, just a thin green carpet drifting on still water. But inside this fragile fern lies one of nature's most remarkable biological partnerships. Azolla lives in permanent symbiosis with a nitrogen-fixing cyanobacterium called Anabaena azolae. Together they perform a miracle. They pull nitrogen directly from the air and convert it into plant protein. Without fertilizer, without soil, and honestly, without any human intervention at all. By dry weight, Azolla contains about 25 to 35% protein. That actually places it in the same category as soybeans. And it does this without land clearing, without plowing, and without chemical inputs. Azolla also contains, essential amino acids, iron, calcium, magnesium, and even vitamin A precursors. It's honestly quite remarkable how much nutrition is packed into this tiny plant. It grows using sunlight, water, and air alone. No fertilizers, no pesticides, no irrigation systems at all. And, unlike most crops, it doesn't even compete for farmland. That's pretty incredible, right? Impossible growth rates. Under ideal conditions, Azolla can double its biomass in just 3 to 5 days. That means 1 kilogram becomes 2, 2 becomes 4, and 4 becomes 8. In less than a month, a small pond can produce hundreds of kilograms of protein-rich biomass. This explosive growth is precisely why Azolla has frightened governments and environmental agencies for decades. Azolla is not dangerous because it is toxic. It is dangerous because it is just too successful. When introduced into non-native ecosystems, Azolla can block sunlight from entering the water, reduce oxygen levels for fish, disrupt native aquatic plants, and spread uncontrollably through waterways. For this reason, several countries actually classify certain Azolla species as invasive aquatic plants. In these regions, introducing or cultivating Azolla without authorization is restricted or even illegal. And it's not because it fails, but because it really cannot be stopped once established. For centuries, Azolla was widely used in Asia, especially in rice cultivation. Farmers grew it intentionally in flooded paddies where it fertilized rice naturally, suppressed weeds, and improved soil nitrogen levels. But with the rise of synthetic fertilizers after World War II, Azolla was quietly pushed aside. Chemical nitrogen was just easier to package, easier to sell, and honestly, easier to control. Azolla did not fit into an industrial supply chain. You cannot patent it, you cannot easily monopolize it, and, well, you certainly cannot stop farmers from multiplying it themselves. Azolla has actually been successfully fed to chickens, ducks, cattle, pigs, and even fish. It is in fact a free protein source for animals and humans alike. In many trials, it reduced commercial feed costs by 20 to 40%. Some cultures have even consumed azolla after proper preparation, though today it is more commonly used as animal protein and green manure. In a world struggling with feed shortages, fertilizer prices, and soil degradation, azolla offers a radical alternative. Azolla challenges modern agriculture in uncomfortable ways. It grows without corporations, it spreads without permission, it feeds without invoices. And, honestly, once a farmer learns how to cultivate it, they never need to buy it again. That makes azolla powerful, and you know power, when free, is often ignored. Even when dried out, frozen, or partially destroyed, azolla often returns. Tiny fragments survive, spores remain dormant. And the moment water reappears, life resumes. It is not immortal, but it is really astonishingly resilient. Nature designed it to persist. Azolla is not a miracle cure, it is not a silver bullet, but it is a reminder. A reminder that some of the most powerful solutions already exist, floating quietly on the surface of neglected ponds. Illegal in some places, ignored in most, yet growing endlessly, just as it always has. The free protein crop they could never truly control.